this December. Law enforcement is going to be cracking down on drunk driving, though. It's part of the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign, and Sergeant Mike Baker and Trooper Josh Lewis are with us this morning for the Colorado State Patrol to tell us more. Thanks for joining us, Sergeant. I know to us, we may not be able to spot a drunk driver unless they're really acting, overtly wild. But what do you guys have a good sense for what's going on in the car ahead of you, right?
Yes, sir. We look for a lot of things, a lot of indicators, both physical and verbal, hand movements. There's just a lot of things that when you interact with intoxicated drivers on a regular basis, you get to know their indicators pretty well.
The last thing you want to do during the holidays is make a bad decision and find yourself in the back seat of one of these patrol cars. I'm not sure. We're going to be doing a demonstration here. Can you tell us what Trooper Lewis is going to be walking our victim, if you will, through here? Tell us what we're going to go through.
We try not to think of her as a victim, but what Trooper Lewis is going to be doing with Stephanie is walking her through a portion of the roadside maneuvers that people can perform if we believe that they may be impaired. He's going to walk her through the walk-and-turn maneuver, just a very abbreviated version of that to determine if she may be impaired. She's going to be wearing some goggles that simulate impairment, a DUI.
Because we know she has not had anything to drink at 7:20. At least we're hoping not.
We certainly hope not.
So Stephanie, put on the goggles, and Trooper Lewis has a mic on. So tell us what kind of commands. Go ahead if you would, and you guys can walk us through this a little bit.
Yes, sir. We'll go ahead and have her stand up here, and given the effect, these are looking about 4 to 5 alcoholic drinks.
Right.
Very basically, we're looking at a totality of the circumstances, as Sergeant Baker said. It's not one thing in particular, it's a group of them. And in this particular case, there's specific instructions. It's not simply walking back and forth. So what we'll have you do is put your foot on the line, have you put your left foot in front of your right, and when I tell you to begin, leave your arms down your sides, and you're going to take a series of 9 heel-to-toe steps. And when I say heel-to-toe, I mean just that. Heel of your front foot touches the toe of your rear foot, just like this. When you're taking your final step, leave your front foot on the line, and turn around by taking a series of small steps around. Get back on your line, and take another series of 9 heel-to-toe. Understand everything?
Yes.
All right, make sure to count loud enough for me to hear. Once you start, don't stop till you've gone all the way forward, turn, and come back. Make sure to keep your arms down at your sides the entire time. Understand everything?
Yes.
Okay, you can begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Sergeant Baker, at this point, would you have a pretty good idea that you're dealing with someone who is in some way impaired?
Yes, we look at the totality of the circumstances, but a lot of the indicators that we're looking at right here, as I think your viewers can see, there's some impairment going on.
Go ahead and take those off so we don't fall over.
Okay.
And this is one of how many tests someone might have to perform?
There are 3 main ones that must be performed in a specific order. There are additional ones that they can perform that the trooper can administer, depending upon the circumstances, but 3 for sure.
Well, you certainly don't want to end up having to take the test, and you certainly don't want to end up failing the test and having to spend all of the money and time that comes with a DUI, and more than anything, you certainly don't want to hurt anyone, including yourself, especially during these holidays. Sergeant Baker, Trooper Lewis, Stephanie, we thank you all for coming out here and giving us a demonstration that hopefully might resonate with some of our viewers and help them make better choices over the holiday weekend. Natalie?
Sure hope that is true. Tom, thank you.